Good afternoon, everyone from a slightly overcast Dublin. Believe it or not, just 10 minutes ago it was, the sun was shining, but we're having very weird weather. It should clear out very, very soon and be nice again. Now, I attempted this journey I'm about to do 2 days ago. For some reason, I shot it in 8 times slow-mo at 240 frames per second. So it turned a short video into like about an hour and 10 minutes. So I've come back to redo it again. Weather's not as nice. It was gorgeous the other day. But I'm taking, just running parallel to famous Grafton Street is, there's Drury Street, Clarendon Street and South Willian Street. And they're both 3 gorgeous streets that lead up towards Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, parallel to Grafton Street. And I'm just beside Georgia Street at the moment, where I'm going to start going to Essex Street and Exchequer Street, Essex Street is in Temple Bar, which is just behind me. Go on to Exchequer Street, and then when I do a loop around, it'll bring me onto Wicklow Street as well. And it might even take you to the little bit where Molly Malone's statue is, just to catch it all in. It's a nice short trip around. So I'll give you a quick 360 as we're on Georgia Street opposite the George, and then we'll get on with it. This is a famous mercantile bar. It's just been completely revamped and done up. That Wygo ball sign has been there for mega decades. It's just across there. There's the famous George pub, and then down over there you'll be looking at Georgia Street, Dame Street, should I say, the junction there. Anyway, I'll get this put onto. I'm going to go with a camera on my hat this time. I did have it on the handlebars, but there's a couple of cobblestone areas that make it quite jumpy, so I won't do that, and hopefully won't do it on slow motion either. Alright then, I've checked my settings and I think everything is okay. Now, before we go on, this is absolutely one of my favourite streets in Dublin. It's called Dame Lane. It's a famous Dame Tavern there, and then we have the Stag's Head just there as well. But of an evening time, it's a great atmosphere down in this place. Always enjoyed coming down. Right. Oh, I know what's wrong here. I've still got my reading glasses on. Thought everything was looking blurry. Excuse me, just one moment. Okay then. You've seen Georgia Street in my videos and Georgia Street Arcade, but I don't think I've been in these little back routes. This is part of the inner city jaunts. As it's busy today because the women's marathon is on, so you'll see a lot of extra guardie around as well. Don't bother looking. So this is Exchequer Street. The first street I'm going to turn onto, we're passing Drury Street now. I'll be coming back down that in a moment. We're going to go up South William Street first. There's Wicklow Street just in front of me, and the famous International Bar. Great comedy nights, blues nights and music in there. Small place, but lovely. There's Johnny Rush's. I was having a pint in there last week for my birthday. The owner messaged me and said, I just happen to be sitting in your establishment right now. Can get a free pint though. It's Powers Court. Shopping centre, absolutely gorgeous in there. And the famous Castle Lounge is Brogan's. Arguably the best pint of Guinness in Ireland, certainly Dublin, so I'm told, because I never quite acquired the taste for that. It's Mercer Medical Centre right there. And here we are at Stephen's Green. This area is known as Johnson's Place, which I only found out when I was looking up on the map. No, that's what this is called. This is Longford Street Little. That's the Salvation Army homeless hostel. I actually lived there for over 4 years until I got my own place 2.5 years ago. As far as hostels go, it's a pretty good place, I have to say. And I'm grateful to them. This little bit here, as I mentioned, we'd have some mad cobbles. It is called Diggs Lane. Now this is a Hairy Lemon Pub, another well-known justified tourist spot and tourist attraction. I would complain about prices, but everything's expensive these days. The whole place is charging outside the Temple Bar $7.80 for a pint, which is just, I know places in town still where I can get it for about $5.50. It's not many. It's a well-known Fade Street, No Name Bar and Hogan's Pub down the end there, where I often meet my friend Kristen for a pint. Up now the back of Georgia Street Arcade. We'll continue with that loop now to Wicklow Street, and then from Wicklow Street we'll what's our next one? Clarendon Row. Clarendon Street, and at the end is Clarendon Row. I can feel that rain threatening. It won't be heavy, it's just a very light passing when I checked online. Not Google weather either. There's Grafton Street down there at the end on the T-junction. Nearly run a few people down in this corner. They just like to cross the road without looking at all. Back of Brown Thomas. What the hell this person's doing? On the back of the Powers Court shopping centre now. This lovely little laneway here that leads down to Grafton Street has some of Dublin's most expensive jewellers here. Westbury. This is Chatham Row, and this is Clarendon Row. Chatham Row to the right there. Now we're just coming up to King Street. This is where the famous Gaiety Theatre is, and we'll just take a very gentle cruise up to the corner. You see lots of ladies coming back after completing their marathon. Fair play to them. I couldn't run after a bus anymore.
Always say if he was to ever come to
Just dismount briefly. It was all a little look around before I sign off from this short visit.
Because someone, I can't remember who, asked me,
It's an extremely popular spot for performers and musicians. I think one of the best locations in the city.
I have a mask like that for so long. Oh my god, I could have had a t-shirt.
This guy here with the pigeons, I don't know how long he's been here. He's like a national institution himself now. And he's always very friendly and chatty with people. Gets kids and encourages them. Makes part of the trip to Dublin a bit more memorable. Fair play to him. Alright, you beautiful people. I'm going to leave it here for this one. Just a short and sharp one of inner city jaunts. I'll label the streets as I usually do in the video, which will be up in the next couple of days. Hope you have a wonderful time, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. And as always, thank you for watching.